Good evening. Welcome to episode 2 of our coverage of the Last Starship Alpha 11. It's an early access game. If you were with us last time, we covered some of the introduction missions, getting our ship set up and all those kind of things. So we're going to continue where we left off here. Our goal for this playthrough is to build everything into one ship, no matter how big that ship gets to be. So let's go ahead and load ourselves up. So we left off last time. We had just finished the combat mission, which gave us this ship, which we sold. We looted all the parts out of it, and then we went ahead and brought them over here. So we have some extra parts that we will probably use. That's interesting. That's not for us. That is, I think, linking up to this ship, which we no longer have any control over. Oh, look at that. Because we sold it. Oh, this is kind of cool. So I can't control it, right? But because we sold the ship, the computer has taken it over. So it has a crew. 1, 2, looks like 3 crewmen. They got water and some food and some oxygen, but they don't have any equipment. So I believe there is I don't want to call it a bug. Let's see. Alright, well, that ship's still alive. I think there's a bug that eventually the crew will run out of resources. So if this ship stays here, because it has no propulsion, it can't leave. So we'll keep an eye on it when we jump back here, because it's in our home territory there. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on it and see if this crew makes it. They've got some food. Oh, what's going on over here? Oh, my drones are... There's a ship over here mining, and so my drones are grabbing some stuff. It's one thing I don't like, having the asteroid belt in our main system. Okay. So where do we leave off? Let's get back to our ship. So we completed... Does it show them in here? A wolf in sheep's clothing. That was our combat one. And the trouble with tidlets so far. I don't know if we get more of this later. Like I said, in the older game, you used to be able to do that. We have not really set our ship up for combat yet, so we're going to stay away from that. But we do need to go ahead and start this one, Black Hole Sun. So let's go ahead and get ourselves set up for that. Hopefully our drones will come back here. There we go. Thank you guys for returning. Make sure I believe if you jump and leave them, you'll lose them. So we don't want to do that. I hope everybody's week is starting out great. Alright, let's go ahead and make our jump. And let's go see what this mission has for us. I think we've got some extra drones now that we've salvaged. Alright, should get a message. There we go. Dr. Julian Martinez. Greetings, Captain. My name is Dr. Martinez, and I'm reaching out to ask for your help. Of course. For years now, my brother and I have been studying the high-energy particle emissions in orbit of the black hole you can see behind us. Its official designation is that a Q, I think? QZ-247. The collapsed remnants of a star that lived a couple of billion years ago. Okay. An accident with our equipment has left my brother in dire need of rescue, and I need your help. Oh, we can choose to accept it. I kind of like that from a gameplay standpoint, right? You know, it put it in there as... You know, you've got the intro, but if you have something else to do, or you're not ready for it or something like that, you don't necessarily have to accept it. So you got the intro. We'll go ahead and continue here, though. Thank you for offering your services, Captain. You're welcome, Doctor. The Stargate Project funded our research from the beginning. They buy all the data we collect, and the closer we travel to the event horizon, the more data our sensors receive. Every mission, we push ourselves to go closer. So somebody asked me in the last stream about the game or some of its game modes, and in the original game, earlier alphas, you were racing this anomaly, and so it kind of behaved like a black hole. And the closer you got to that, the more data you actually collected as part of that gameplay. So it's kind of cool that there's a link to that. The last time we pushed it too far, my brother Marcus took a sensor ship and flew closer than we've ever been before. Right to the edge, closer than anyone has ever been. The dramatic music's great. I've lost all contact, and he's been down there for a long time now. He's still showing on the sensors, and his ship is still intact. The gravitational forces and time dilation will be extreme, but with your help, we're going to rescue him. There's only one way to get him without falling into the black hole ourselves. We're going to have to do an extremely short-range hyperspace hop. That's new. Using a modified FTL drive, you'll do one hyperspace hop toward the black hole, rescue my brother Marcus, then turn around and hop right out. It will be dangerous, but it's the only way to avoid being dragged in ourselves. I need materials to synthesize the resources we need. You can help me with this while I work on the calculations. I'll need hyperspace isotopes. You should be able to collect them easy enough, but you'll need to acquire a hyperspace scoop first. This is something I knew that I want these isotopes for other things anyway, and I just haven't installed on our ship yet. Acquire a hyperspace scoop. Collect hyperspace isotopes, 1200. Unload the hyperspace isotopes into containers, 12. Bring those materials back to me, and we can move on to phase 2. Alright, so this is again teaching you another aspect of the game. It's teaching the acquisition of resources, and the things that you're going to have to do for this one is install a piece of equipment, which we've done plenty of. Then you'll have to collect that material, probably either into a tank or a loader, load it into, so I'll do the unload of a loader, and then store that. So a lot of good stuff there. You've collected some hyperspace isotopes in a tank. You'll need to pump them into containers so we'll easily move them between ships. Buy a loader from any trade post and install it near your hyperspace isotope tanks. Connect the pipes and set the loader to unload. Okay, so it's teaching us what to do. Okay, I think that triggered. So that's I don't want to call that one a bug. That is an unfortunate thing in that I believe we have some hyperspace isotopes just in storage that we've looted off of other ships. I believe they'd be... There they are. So there's 92 there. Here, let's do this. Let's see what we have. So we'll just go to storage. Hyperspace isotopes. Let's see how many people run on. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 containers of them. But they're not full. So we're probably going to have to load these into a tank and then unload them. But we have some that we have collected. Alright, so we triggered something a little bit out. It's giving us credit for 4. So it must be going off of the total. Okay. Well, oops, wrong key. Let's go ahead and jump up here. And to do this, we're going to need to do some purchasing. We're okay on credits right now. We're at 1.7 million. But we do need to go ahead and I think... I don't know if I want to modify this ship too much quite yet. Let's see what we have to buy. Alright, so the first thing let's see is hyperspace scoops. So this was the old thing. The hyperspace sensor collected data that you needed to progress the other mode, but we want scoops. Alright, so I have this thing personally. Let me try to break this habit. I have this thing about trying to keep my ship always symmetrical. And I'm going to try to break that habit because it does cause some problems. One of the problems it causes is as you collect things, you can't cross pipes. So like if I put hyperspace here and hyperspace here and I try to scoop it in from both sides and then I want to use it somewhere, I'll run into issues because, you know, right now I could sneak it through the door here, but as these systems get bigger, then I'm going to have trouble with that. So we're going to go a little more asymmetrical here in this ship, at least for now. Looks like you have a hyperspace collector. You can use this to gather the hyperspace isotopes I need. You'll need to install the collector facing forward on the front of your ship. Yeah, it doesn't have to be on the front, but then connect its pipe output to a storage tank. The collector works only when you're in hyperspace, so you'll need to gather the isotopes over a few FTL jumps. Okay. So, first thing we're going to do here, let's see if we can clean up our inventory a little bit. Keep that, get rid of that, get rid of those. We'll keep the air ducts and scrubbers because we're going to have to expand there. Keep the engines. Cool. I was going to think about getting more thrusters anyway. Yeah, we'll keep the weapons. I don't think we need the 2 docking ports for now. Let's go ahead and get rid of those. Oxygen maker, we'll get rid of that. Oh, an assembly table. That's nice. I don't think we need extra ladders. Oxygen, energy cells. I don't remember what those are for, so let's go ahead and keep a hold of those. Obviously, FTL charges we want, bullets we want, cannon we want, water, food. We can get rid of our compost. Scrap metal we can actually use, so we'll keep our resources here. So we'll keep all of that. Metreon gas, explosive, isotopes, stable isotopes. So I think this is the collection and this is the refinement. Seeds, we're not going to do any farming for right now. Holy cow, we have 31 spacesuits. Okay, so 30. We only have 15 crew, so we'll get rid of those. And we'll go ahead and keep the drones for now. 105,000, not too bad. Okay, let's see. Do we need to buy anything else? I'm going to go ahead and grab some tanks because we're going to start building stuff up here. Loaders, we're going to need some of those. I think that'll get us up and working. Okay. While that's being delivered, let's go ahead and just do some ship upgrades here. I can't put it in there. It messes with the engine. Alright, well, let's see. I think it's time to up our ship here a little bit. I kind of like the side engine design, and I like us having a relatively skinny profile, so we can make a big ship, right? There's lots of space here. One thing I did see in, we saw this in one of the other ships flying by, is having engines in front of each other. I've never built a ship like that, so let's go ahead and build a ship like that. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to do a tear down of our engines, because we can tuck them into the ship more. So they'll take up more space inside the ship, but this will allow us to have a smaller gap outside the ship. So I think it's really kind of a wash. Okay, let's see. I'm going to move this over. And then let's see what we have for stable isotopes as well. Okay, let's see. Then we want to, let's clean up that. Make sure I don't want to update this yet. Yeah, I'm not going to install anything there yet. Okay, so let's see. So it's 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4. At least I think it's 6. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and put an engine back. Engine. I wish you could sort these or make them alphabetical. Okay, we're going to fix that though, because I think the engine was there. That's engine 1, engine 2, engine 3. Yeah. So we're going to have to fix that before we do anything. So hull, actually we can just destroy, I think, that corner. Yep, that squared that off. Alright, let's install our engine. Right up tight there, next to the body. Nope. All the way inside. Actually, let's install it way out here so we have the most... so I can see what's going on. Okay, yeah, so you can see there. Looks like it should be in alignment with that thruster. Okay. We'll give it stuff in a minute. So the question is, if I just do this, will it... Alright, let's go ahead and power it up and... Alright, that gets it fuel. There we go, fuel and power. What I'm wanting to see is if I try to put hull in a place I'm not supposed to put hull, will it allow me to do it? Let's just try this. Okay, so it invalidated the engine. Right, so now our engine won't work based off this configuration. So what we can do now, I'm pretty sure it's 6. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, so now you see the engine is valid again. It's ramping back up. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's go out to here for now. Okay, so how many squares inside do we need? We need a wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 6 inside to tuck it all. And this also protects it for future things. So we need at least a wall. So we're going to need at least 8. Plus if we want to be able to walk by the engines. We'll fix the thrusters in a minute. So we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 internal. The front wall and back wall. So that gives us 8. And then at least a path of 2. So that'll give us 10. So what are we at right now? We're at 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we're at 10 right now, which would be enough for this configuration to work. So I'll have a center section, right? Which I think we're going to extend up. So we might have to rebuild this a little bit. Haven't decided yet. I don't know if I like these side doors, or if we want to do a single corridor. We'll decide that as well. But yeah, you could make a case of putting a wall here. Then we'd have basically a hallway and a hallway for travel that we wouldn't store stuff in. It does take up space, so arguably, outside of venting atmosphere, arguably one of the most efficient ships you can make is just a big square, because then you can put stuff anywhere. You have to watch out for things like if you want to install items on outside surfaces, right? You need those outside surfaces. So we'll have to do that. All right, let's see. I kind of like the front section. I think we'll leave that. Let's go ahead and extend. No. Let's just kind of leave this back section. See, my gut is I so want to just square this off, right? But then this ship gets boring looking. It just turns into a big square. So I'm trying not to make it into a big square. Okay, so let's see. What do we want our side pods to look like? I don't know yet. We could keep kind of the metaphor we had before and extend the back, although I don't know what we would put back there. Could make that where our FTL drive and stuff goes in the rear. Since we're side mounting our engines, we're going to have some capacity back there. Okay, let's see. Well, here's what I'm going to do. Just in case I want to, before I do much else there, let's install... Where's our loaders? I'm going to put a loader here. And we're going to disconnect these two tanks. And we're going to unload them. And we're going to do the same thing up here. Because this will give us some flexibility, I think. So just install a loader. Disconnect these two tanks. Hook them to that loader. Unload fuel. Okay. Let's also just kind of clean up our cabling here a little bit, and our pipes, because we'll rebuild that when we put the new engines in. And cables. Okay, so we're unloading fuel there, we're unloading fuel there. Let's go ahead and we'll dismantle these, dismantle those. Okay, so engine space, engine space. Then let's go ahead and... So this original hull was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 back. Where's our wall? Our wall is right there. So that's 8. Let's do 12. Because our ship is getting bigger. Alright, so we've hauled that up. Okay, let's go ahead and just turn that all into floor space. Let's see what we're working with. Alright, so we got 2 banks of engines now we can put in. I like that. Might even open that wall up. We'll see what it looks like. We can create back here our FTL drives and our automated loading system. We've got a wing here for, we're going to have to collect Metreon gas. We have a wing here for our collection of isotopes. Let's see. What do we got? 4 engines. I'm going to go a little wider, I think. How wide are we? We are... Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So we're 88 in that direction. 6, call it 7. So 7 is, so we're 56 wide. All right, why was I wanting to go wider? There was a reason. Oh, for another engine. I think a bank of 5 engines, that'll give us 5, 10, 20 engines, which should be plenty. It might be overkill. Yeah, and what would that give us here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And if we go 4 more, 10, 11, 12. That gives us 4. I think I am going to do that. Okay, we're going to do one more bank of engines. So we don't need that wall, so that'll be square 1. This is square 2, 3, that'd be square 4, and then the outer wall. We'll drag that back. And then clean out that. And then check our floor space. Alright, so last question in our little design here. Do we want to be able to walk around the outside? I don't think so. I think we'll keep it up here. Okay. Let's start to test this. What do we have for engines? Alright, so we have 10 engines, so let's do the... Oh, the loader's in the way there, but fix that in a bit. And our loader's in the way there. Okay. Alright, conveniently, those got done. So we'll dismantle that. And these are done. Dismantle that. Install our last engine. There and there. Because we should be able to start making fuel here pretty soon as well. So again, one of our goals for tonight is to get to be self-sufficient, right, on some of our stuff. So okay, let's go ahead and run power. When I build, I do like to run power down the walls, because then when I add stuff later, I don't have to run cables all over the place, right? So this will give us, it gives us basically our power conduits to tap into. Let's do the same thing over here. Power. And let's see, power here, power here. I think we'll probably put a wall in there. Alright, let's go back to our editor. And so one of the things, toughness, if you look at our toughness of our ship, I do believe this will add to the toughness. Let's see. Yep, upped our toughness a little bit. Okay. I think we're going to modify that intersection, but we'll go ahead and... I don't don't think I want to put anything in front of our engine, so we'll do that. Alright. Engine room secure. We'll go ahead and do the same thing back here. Yeah, that works out pretty good too, because it gives you 3 and 3. Actually, no, our engines are going to sit. We need that to be like this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So we have a single walkway for our engines. I still don't know if I like that. I wonder. Let's check something here. Can we install something forward facing? There's our hyperspace scoops. Yeah, okay, they would conflict, right? We can put those in here, but we can't put it in here. Actually, I think it's because it's too big. Let's try a thruster. So you can put in something forward facing. What about a cannon? Okay, so we can forward face into that. So we might need a bigger space than just our walkway. So would we make this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We made it 8. So let's go ahead and add back onto that. So we got a space 8. 6 of it's taken up by engines. 2 walkways. Let's just add 6 more. And then we'll add 6 to the back as well. Okay, this is getting big enough, I think. Then we'll wall that back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. That works. I don't know if I have many doors left. Yep, we do. Put a door there and a door there for now. Alright, fix the cabling that I've now screwed up. Okay, I think we are ready for relatively good upgrades here, so. Alright, I'm not gonna. Alright, let's get fuel flowing to our engines. Okay, so do I want to do anything with the fronts of these? What's it look like from the outside? No, but I'm thinking that wall looks stupid. Let's go ahead and, just to give it some character, let's just take that out. I think we can do that and it doesn't actually impact our inside. Yeah, it's still squared off, so it screws up my wiring a little bit, but alright, that makes it look not as square. Let's do the same thing back here. Okay. So we need to install our hyperspace scoops. So if I'm not... Oh, that's what I wanted to check. How big are we here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Well, it'd be 21 if we had the 6. So that's 21. How big is this one? 6, 12. 6, 12, 13. That's 14. Actually, no, okay, this won't work. What I was thinking of was trying to mirror this so they went backwards, but then that would ruin our whole engine plan, so never mind. That's not going to work. So this is 21, that's 14. So let's make this 28, just to keep some... Or should I make this 16? 14. Yeah, I think I'm going to like I said, I can get lost in this mode. We're going to go ahead and make this 2 more because I'd like to have powers of 2, so we're going to go to 16 there. And then fix our corner. And then this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 24. What did we say it was inside? 15, 21. So 21, 22, 23, 24. 21, 22, 23, 24. Alright. And then let's fix what's going on here. Alright, let's go ahead and I'm going to clean that storage out and this storage out. Because it's hardly usable space in there anyway. Fill that in. Oops, did I do it too soon? I might have. I think we got stuff stuck in that wall. Can't tell. Looks like it. Let's check here. So sometimes if you're in this mode, you can actually get things messed up because they'll try to get to stuff, and it gets messed up. So let's go ahead and make sure that's all cleaned out. Even like their pathing will get messed up. Alright, so then based off of that, I like that better than that angle anyway. The angles up here I like, but... Alright, so I messed up my habitation a little bit, I believe. Yeah, I don't like the way that looks, so let's see if we can fix that. So, unfortunately, and I hope they add this at some point, like it'd be nice to be able to just undo the habitation here, right? But we can't. So what we're going to do is, before I get too crazy into this, let's go back here. And alright, we need to dismantle that. Let's just give ourselves some space here to work. Should have enough storage. Alright, so what's our habitation deck look like? I think we'll clean that out. Clean that corner out as well. Just to make it look more even. Alright, so which was it? This and that. Okay, I don't see anything in the way for either one of those spots, so we're going to take that section. Nope. Wrong tool. Destroy this section. So it ruined our thing by... Can we just put walls in? Nope. So what we'll have to do is we'll just have to put a hull back in here. Alright, that gives us that, and that should fix our... Yep, our habitation deck now is symmetrical and not right up against the edge. Alright, let's see what this back corner is. So the back corner is just weird, so probably going to mess up all of my wiring here, but just destroy that, put hull back in. Alright, and we are at 183 for that. Don't mind that. Let's go ahead and for symmetry 189. $196, so 89, we gained 5, so let's go ahead and just habitate that whole section. Should put us over 200, 223, not too bad. Alright, how are we on money? Still at 1.2 million, okay. But yeah, so you'll see here, we actually recable that up, repipe that. Probably should pipe that up. Let's cable that up. Actually, that cable needs to run up there anyway. Same with you. Move that back. Piping looks good. Cabling looks good. The thing I don't like about the corners is that you get a little bit of that, but I'll accept it. Alright, we need to floor up this. And worry about the doors later. And worry about the cables later. Okay. Do we like what it looks like? I think so. If I were going to completely rebuild it, which I might... I would probably change the habitation deck to just a center section and not the wings. How much work would that be? Actually, not a lot. You know what? While we're here, let's do it. Alright, so we're just gonna put back here just any cargo. And then we're going to clean this out. And clean this out. This is probably going to be more expensive than it's worth, but we want our ship to look cool, right? I am glad we have 15 crew now. Alright, this side's almost cleaned out. How are they doing up there? I am going to do another change as well. While we're redoing our habitation. This won't be a destruction, so it won't be as bad. Okay, that's cleaned out. That's cleaned out. We're going to go ahead and haul that up. That way we have a nice I'm also going to clean up that mess there. We don't need that extra thickness. And then is this with walls? I think it's with walls is how we do this. Nope. Can I do it with floor tiles? Nope. Now that makes it thicker. We don't want that. We don't want that. There it is. So we'll thin that out. Thin that out. Floor that up. There we go. Alright, so look at the space that we gained there. Rework our wall system up here a little bit. Alright, let's get crazy. So what I want to do is I want to clean out basically these side habitation zones. I think I'm going to have to cut it all the way back to that wall. So let's pull that door and that door out. Alright. So again, this is one of those that I think I'm hoping that at some point we can just say remove this habitation, right? Like, let's do some testing here. Like, I can't just haul over it. Let's put haul there. Nothing. Floors don't do anything. Walls don't do anything. Armor's a whole different system. That's for fighting. Add a dock. Create an entirely new ship. No, thank you. So what I'm going to do is we're going to cut this out. cut this out. And now we're just going to put it back. Let's make sure we put the right number in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 1, 4, 8, 12, 16. Okay, if we put a wall there, and we want this to be, if I want this to be 16, isn't what I made the back? Let's see. 4, 8, 12, 16 plus 2. Yeah, so we want this to be, what's the inside look like again? Yeah, we've got the space, so we want the inside to be, we got the wall. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, enough for our engines. So we need, that would give us 16 interior plus the wall. Right? So 1, 2, 3. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. That's 12, 13, 14. 2, 3. That's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Actually, we need it to there. Okay, yeah, that's right. That's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so this is going to come all the way out to here. And then if we go forward, so that gives us 16. So then this will give us inside spaces 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. That's what we did before. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Actually, that wouldn't conflict with our drone bay. Okay, did I count right? So 16, 17, 18, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 7, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32 in the front wall. Alright, let's see. 1, 2, 3. So that is... Actually, 1, 2, 3. It's 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3. That's 25, 26, 27, 28. I don't think I counted right. Alright. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's 3. No, I'm counting wrong. Okay. No. 4, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 24. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Yeah, I think that's right. And then we want this to be... Hey, Professor H, how you doing? We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the scoops are 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I want this to be 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, is that right? 4, 8, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we'll run that back. Okay, do we like that? Our ship's gonna... The thing I don't like sticking that out that far, I guess, is it's gonna make our shuttles bang into that. Although I guess, no, we want the shuttles kind of towards the center. Decisions. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Although I did a lot of grading today. I had to wrap up a course. Yeah, I don't think sticking it out that far is a good idea. So let's go back to the 24. 4, 8, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Let's try that. Alright, so that gives our shuttles a little more space. It's a little wider. We can also put another drone bay in, I believe, in this configuration, which will be nice. Actually, we might be able to get 2 in there. Because we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we can get 2 more drone bays in there. Okay, I like that. I like this section here. I'm not sold on this section. That's good. And the other thing I suppose we could do would be just to not have the pokey out bit. Do we need that? What if we went with this? Let's just build this. Let's add the floors. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, that's our door. Did I space that right? 6, 7, yeah. Seven. Okay. Or we could make the sticky out bits longer. Let's see what it looks like. Alright, so I like our change there. Our habitation deck, I think is working much better now. Not out here where the engines are and stuff like that. Still got some little bits and pieces of armor in there, but that's alright. We'd have to do some major overhaul to fix that. How far out does the shuttle go? Usually sits out here. Let's do something here. Let's just buy something or sell something. Actually, we could probably use some more loaders. So let's see if any loaders are available. Yep. Okay. Okay, so our shuttle's there. So if we put in really to there is pretty safe. So 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 4, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Absolutely, you gotta take care of your crew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, the shuttle fits. Docking with other ships will look a little weird, but... Alright, do we like that? Because then I can install, I think, my 2 hyperspace scoops. Hyperspace, where are you? Didn't I buy 2 of those? Oh, it's highlighted. There we go. Yep, those can sit there. Okay, I'm good with this. I think this will work. Let's see. We'll see how fast it goes with 10 engines. I'm gonna have to fix that. That's broken. Alright, let's see. Walls. Floor. There we go. Alright. Let's turn time back on. Slow time down. That was a little crazy. I think we're going to have to rework this center section eventually, but... Alright, so let's install some tanks here. Right now we'll just put the tanks on this side. How many mediums do we have? 3. Oh, wow, it's almost like I planned it. Get lucky every once in a while. Alright, pipe that up. Power up our hyperspace scoops. Relay in our power cable in here. We're going to have to rebuild that section. Alright, power up our engines. There we go. Let's get him some fuel. Alright, we got fuel, we got power. Our new cruiser is taking shape. Okay, it does leave us some space in here if we wanted to put guns or something. Still have our docking ports. Let's pull those doors out. Let's dismantle that. Take stuff out of the hallway here. Same thing here. Nothing in the hallways. And then let's put a wall back in. This wall that we took out earlier. What do we have for tanks? Huge tanks. Will they... No, medium tank. Medium tank is 3 by 2, I think. Yeah, I want to leave this front section open. But we could 3 by 2 put tanks in front of our engines. How would that look? Yeah, we can start putting tanks in front of our engines in order to have our fuel storage all in here. Let's just try that. One there. One there. And then we'll put in our door right there. And then that leaves us 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the front. Okay, that should work pretty good. Alright, engines are up and running. Fuel tanks are fueling. Let's go ahead and put a couple of loaders in here. One there. One there. So we can start putting fuel into this tank. Oh, we have to convince it what it is first. Alright, so we'll do this. Yeah, convince it it's fuel. And then we'll cut it off. Convince this one that it's fuel. Actually, we should pull as much fuel out of those tanks as we can, so let's do that first. Because I'm going to pull those tanks out eventually now. We'll rework our water and oxygen stuff at some point here, but we do want to finish that mission, so. Alright, that should work. So what we'll do is we'll shut those off, and we can load any fuel into those that we have sitting around. Do I have other loaders? I do. Okay, so let's start by actually, you know what? We can just stick this one here. And then we'll unload from that one. That'll start purging the fuel out of the system. Okay. So we've got our isotope hyperspace scoops going now. We needed that. Something else to get ourselves self-sufficient. Let's see. Logistics. We're going to need a bunch of tanks, so let's start grabbing tanks. Drone bays. 1, 2. I need 4 more of those. Ooh, we're starting to run low on money. Gas collectors. Want some of those. We're going to need some refineries. We'll start with 1. Chemical lab. I think we're going to need 2. Ooh, don't need more hyperspace scoops. Don't need that. Don't need that. Start collecting track and robotic arms. We're about broke. Alright, let's start with that. Well, we're going to have to make a whole bunch of jumps here to collect our isotopes anyway. So we'll do that. We'll actually run some missions. And then we can go back and talk to the doctor. Oh, we still need to do thrusters. Alright, let's install those. How many do we have? I think that says 8. Let me make a change here. Let's pop this up. There we go. Little bigger interface. Let's see, thrusters. What are we at for thrusters? I lost them. There they are. 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'd like to put in... See, I can't put one there. How close can we put a thruster? Oh yeah, you can put it right up against there. Okay. So we can put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we already got the ones on the front. Okay. So then we'll put a third one there. Alright, so it's 3 and 3. Cool. Just like we planned. Alright, gas collection. Where do we want to do gas collection? For right now, let's just put them back here. So, gas collectors are interesting in that they have to be able to see to the outside. So you'll notice as they install, they put these little things in. I wonder if you can use these to remove habitation. Oh, let's try that. Do I have any more? Nope, I don't see any. Alright, let's do a little experiment here. Pull that one out. And right behind our ladder, let's try this. Let's install. Where did it go? Gas collector. Alright, we can put one there. So if this works, this could be a way to clear your habitation deck. If it doesn't, then it won't. So we're doing an experiment now. So the fun part about playing early access games is you don't know. Okay. So it put it where our habitation deck was. So now let's go ahead and dismantle it. Nope. Okay, it didn't destroy it, so failed experiment. Alright, let's go ahead and put that back here then. For now, we're not going to hook those up to power. We're going to have to rework our power system here in a little bit. Alright, do I have any more loaders left? How am I on the fuel project? That's still going. Don't see any more loaders. Ooh, I don't like that. This interface is way too big. Nope, no more loaders. Let's go down a notch. Yeah, it's a little better. Okay, well, we are almost broke, and we have to make a whole bunch of jumps to get isotopes. So let's go ahead and start working that. Okay, so carrier mission. 45 boxes of cargo. We'll take it. Transport of passengers. I don't see any timings on that. Take it. Urgent passengers. Take it. Cargo. I'll take it. Alright. One thing that we still didn't finish, though, is... what's our habitation at? 102 cabins. So to extend our metaphor here, we're not putting... so this is all industrial. This is engines and industrial. Let's go ahead and let's just... what happens if we do that? I don't know if I like that front section. Oh, I definitely don't like that. Yeah, let's just do that. What's that look like? Oh, these windows get a little funky, but... alright, what's that put us at? 151. Do we want to extend back? How about just to there? Alright, 183. That should be enough. Alright, we have all work to do up here, but we need to go make some money. So let's go ahead and... we are here. What are we feeling? Clockwise or counterclockwise? Let's go counterclockwise. This isn't going to allow me to do it because I don't have an FTL drive, which was one of the reasons we started this whole process. Okay, so let's install. We now have 2 of them. So we're going to put them both in, and we'll build our automated loader back here. Actually, let's take that one out and rotate it so that the power looks a little cleaner. Alright, then let's go ahead and add, at least for right now, we'll make this FTL storage. So the nice part about having 2 is, like you can see, it's charging up off of the fuel. You'll always have one ready to do a jump. I think it works this way. Let's test this, right? Like we will immediately say jump, prepare, and notice that we're already ready to go, right? This one here is still charging, but this one's ready to go. So I could jump now, and this one isn't even ready yet. So if you jumped into a system or getting attacked, you can get out quicker. Okay, so you saw that we were collecting isotopes. So this is working. That only was when we're in hyperspace. Let's do a little test here. What kind of speed does this thing have? Yeah, not too bad for a big ship. Okay, can we deliver anything here? We cannot, but we can pick up some contracts. Grab that one and that one. Are we at the shipyard right now? Nope. Our next jump we will be. I'm going to take these doors out for right now, just until we... like this whole section we're going to pull out. And then we will dismantle these 3 doors. I'll just have this all open for right now. And then we'll also rework our cargo hold here, but... okay, is there anything we need to buy? Let's grab some tanks. Loaders. I need some loaders. Probably gonna have to start buying batteries eventually, but we're not gonna worry about that yet. Oh, some track. Let's get some track. Robotic arms. Alright, now we're broke. $2,000. We have no money left. Alright, so we collected the isotopes, now we just have to unload them. But before we do that, let's clean up the ones that we have. Because we have like six containers, but they're all partial, so they don't count. So we'll hook that into this. And then we are also going to... we will say, what do we have? Where's our isotopes? Hyperspace isotopes. we'll store there. All right. Turn in our contract. We can't really buy much. We can, if we can afford it. Okay, there's no cost for the floor work that we did, so we open that up. Actually, no, I don't want that there. So while they're loading stuff, we'll do a little drone work here. Drone bay there, and a drone bay there. Drone bay there, and a drone bay there. Drone bay. Can I buy a drone bay? I need one more drone bay. There we go. And how many drones do I have? This is going to give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 drone bays. I want 1, 2, 3, 4 drones per bay. Was that 45 drones that I need? No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 times 4. No, 24. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Spending all of our money. I mean, we have a lot of stuff. If we needed money, we could sell stuff off. There's no, like, you buy for cheaper than you sell. It's the prices do fluctuate. Don't know, we missed one there. Okay, let's see. Passengers we will take. Civilians. That's rescue. Let's stay away from that one. Alright, that one's timed, so we want to be careful with that one. Alright, we have 5 minutes to get to Sector 10. Alright, we'll take it. We'll just have to jump directly to Sector 10. Alright, storage. Alright, let's make all of this mission cargo. But we'll make a path to get through there. For right now, we'll make that mission cargo as well. Alright, where's Sector 10? 11-0-10. Okay, well, we'll jump directly there, I guess. So you can hear the timer going in the background there. Power up our drone bays. And which one's got the timer on? So we'll turn that one in first. That way they unload that cargo first. Those are... Our oxygen's doing okay. Okay, I think we have enough isotopes now to move our mission forward here. But we'll go ahead and get our money back up here. Rescue, courier, passengers. Oh, I don't have enough cabins. 56. Oh, we have enough for that one. Courier. Are we at a shipyard? We are not. Can't add cabins anyway. Alright, let's check our water. We're fine. Oxygen, we're doing okay. Alright, don't hear any ticking time bombs. So where are we? We are here. Alright, we got a lot to send over there. Turn that one in, turn that one in, turn that one in, turn that one in. What do we have? Accept. Okay, we have 6 minutes to get to Star System 9. We'll accept it. Accept that one. If we offload enough missions, or enough people, we might be able to get this one, but... yeah, we just offloaded 42, so let's see. Nope, still don't have enough for the 56 people on that one. We should. Looks to be enough. Unless we got people that just aren't on board yet. Oh, I ran out of fuel. Okay. That's okay. That was to be expected, so let's get these tanks out of the system. Get that out of the system. We have battery power, so dismantle that. Dismantle that. And then we'll go ahead and get these into the system. Alright, power up, power up. How's our power grid? So our batteries actually held while we switched over our fuel systems, so. Okay, good enough for right now. We have a timer running. Where do we need to go? Destination sector is Star System 9. Okay. 6-9. Got 2 minutes left. So we'll turn that one in first. That way 100% of our people work on that. And then we'll clean up, turn in the other ones once they're done. Cargo, passengers, we can let them unload. They shouldn't affect anything. Alright, contracts. 7 minutes to get to System 12. Passengers. We'll take you. Alright, where's System 12? 9, 12. It overlaps a little bit, but it doesn't look horrible. Alright, System 12, here we come. Alright, so while that's going on, let's go ahead and let's just stick these in here to refresh my memory on what it takes to actually make things. Alright, so to make fuel, we need what? Refined Metreon, which I think you can make here. Yep, okay, so we're going to have to collect gas to make fuel. Explosives make FTL charges. We need hyperspace isotopes, which we're collecting here. And Tellurium crystals, which is mining. Alright, the downside of our engine configuration, the way we've got it set up here, is it's going to make it hard to get our isotopes back. Although we could run them, theoretically, if we put... Yeah, we could run them on the outside here. I got a potential plan for that. Because I'd like to build the manufacturing in back here, if I can. Alright, let's see. Contracts. Alright, let's grab one more set. Alright, where do we need to go for this one? Star System 1. Which I think is Star System 0. Let's see if it pops up there or not. I didn't see it pop up. Alright, well, we'll do a double jump here. Alright, we're almost at 1 million again. So let's go ahead and clear our contracts here, and then we'll go and work on the next stage of the story mission. I'll turn that in. Okay, I can say show on map. Yeah, that's where I thought it was, but... Alright, so we're not going to take any more missions now. We're just going to clear our mission log. Alright. Done there. Oh, look at him freak out. Turning the ship really messed him up. I know what we could do. Instead of making these, I don't know if I kind of like the stacked engines. I think we're going to need that eventually. Could move our engines back and move our F2L drives up, but we'll see. Okay, I haven't checked our resources in a while. Yeah, we have 18,000 fuel. We're okay there. $52 civilians. Yeah, we're all pretty good there. Once we can start making fuel, which really I should put, actually, it'd make more sense to put it along this arm. Kind of like I've got this set up. I need to go there next. Let's dismantle that loader. I do need to install a loader, but let's put it somewhere out of the way for right now. I'll just stick it in there. Dismantle that one. And then let's start to get our fuel tanks in place here. Put 3 in there. 3 in there. Okay, how are we on? Got one more set of deliveries to make here. Whee! Okay. We're in pretty good shape now. Alright, so what we need to do now is we need to start unloading these because we need 12 tanks. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we need to fill that up. I suppose we could put our... I don't know if I want to run a track all the way back to here. That's a lot of track. We got 3 tanks. Only says 2, but... Alright, well, let's put a little more storage there so we make sure we have enough. Alright, let's start working on this side a little bit. So we need to install... Let's see. We need our... What am I looking for? Gas collectors. I think we can just put them in right there. That'll work for now. We are going to need another chemical lab, though, to do both things. We're also going to need a smelter. All right. So there we go. We've got everything we need there. So let's just go ahead and we'll stop that so it doesn't keep unloading. You've gathered the materials I need. Bring them back to me at QZ247 to complete the contract. All right. I think what I need to do is just move my FTL drives up here. Then I don't have to sweat trying to... And I can use more stuff in the back then anyway. I'm sending a shuttle to you now, Captain. Get your crew to load the hyperspace isotopes for me. Right, so while he's doing that, we'll pull apart our 2 FTL drives. Stick them there for now. Thank you, Captain. I now have what I need to modify this FTL drive for short-range hop. It's going to take me some time to prepare the calculations. Leave things to me, and I'll call you when we're ready for the next phase. Alright. So while he's doing that... we'll go over and we're gonna have to get some mining lasers. So our goal is to get fuel and FTL. If we can get those two taken care of today, we'll be in good shape. Alright. Those. Grab tanks. Always grab tanks. Which I'll probably have to start selling, but... Oh, drones. What are we at on drones? 22. What did I say? We needed 24, so we get 2 of those. Seems like there was something else I needed. remember. I do think... Okay, we're going to need a chemical lab and a smelter. So let's dismantle those. I do think I'm going to do that. For right now, we'll just stick our FTL charges down here. Let's put this back as a loader. Okay, so install our chemical lab. Put that there. And our smelter. Put that there. Captain, my modifications to the FTL drive are now complete. We are ready for phase 2 of my brother's rescue. Please come to see me and I'll explain what I need from you. Travel to black hole. Okay. And then we're going to need to install our FTL drives. Smelter, chemical lab. What actually makes... I think this actually makes the FTL charge. Okay. And what does it need? It needs hyperspace isotopes and crystals. So I want the chemical lab. Do I want it in between the two FTL drives? I don't think so. So the smelter has to feed the chemical lab. I don't want to have a huge amount to track. The chemical lab needs to feed the two FTL drives. This is why I wanted to put it in the back, to have all of the extra space. Oh, you know what? This might be a good thing for the front. Yeah, let's build this in the front. We'll dismantle those two things. Let's start pumping this out. Dismantle those two things. Storage. There we go. So we're going to install our hyperspace scoops. Alright, yeah, this is going to work a lot better. Grab these out of my way. You're not grabbing the ones I want. There you go. You're a good crewman. And you're the other good crewman. Okay. Let's do that. Are we at a... We are at a shipyard. Whoa, I rotated something and I don't know how I did it. Alright, what did I hit? Oh, there it is. Cool, I didn't even know you could do that. Is there a reset? I don't like it being off. Let's see if we can get it back to square. Straight. Alright, let's see if we can find... Alright, time to look at Google. The Last Starship hotkeys. Let's see if I can find it. UI scaling, camera movement. Rotate left, right, center on ship at default zoom home key. Alright, will that fix it? Apologies for it going black. Takes a minute for it to reset when I tab out. Will it reset the ship? Up, left, right, down, rotate left, rotate right, center on ship. Alright, will any of these others do anything? Alright, well, let's do this. Haven't saved in a while. Let's hope that it resets the... It didn't. Ugh. Oh, that might have got it. Okay, that looks straight. I think. Now it still looks a little cattywampus. Alright, well, let's fix what I want to fix first here, and then we'll play around with that. Oh, no worries, Kyler, it's all good. Alright, grab our 2 hyperspace scoops, get this new system up. Ship maneuvering, gyro, rotate left, Alpha 4 thrusters are needed. What is that? Yeah, it didn't do anything. Zoom, game speed, object rotate. Menu sector map tactical, FTL. Battle stations, UI scaling, up, left, right, down, rotate left, rotate right. Don't know. Well, actually, we're getting ready to hopefully finish the Black Hole Sun mission here, and then build out our automated FTL drive stuff. I was trying to do it down here and it just didn't work. So we're removing some stuff here a little bit. Okay, let's see. We need to hyperspace isotopes. We'll just fill that up with those right now. All right. Install. Do I want large tanks up here for this? Huge tank? Are they the same size? Yeah, they're the same size as the hyperspace scoops, so this will work out. There we go. That's some storage. Still can't believe there's not a a view reset button? I'm just going to start mashing keys until I find something. Oh, that was all the function keys. That doesn't do anything. Dangerous just to press keys at random, but... It looks pretty straight, although it's... I can't tell if it's anti-aliasing or... That looks straight. Straight enough. Okay. So we got this project going. We got this project kind of started. This is going to be our fuel making stuff. Let's go ahead and... What do we have for medium tank stored up here? 20? Oh, yeah. So let's go ahead and finish up our fuel system here. Perfect. Alright, then we are going to have to reinstall our FTL drives. We'll just temporarily put them here until I figure out how to rebuild this front section. But we need them to jump, so. Alright, that's where we need to go. We can't yet, but we will eventually. Oh, did I make a song reference? I may have. I don't know for sure. Alright, and then temporarily, let's go ahead and put our FTL charges there, not there. Okay. Starting to come together. It's still a mess, but... Alright, let's jump in and see what's next step on the mission. And then we'll do some ship cleanup. Captain, thanks for coming. You're welcome. I've completed work on a modified FTL drive using those radioactive hyperspace isotopes you provided. With this FTL drive, you'll be capable of performing an extremely short-range FTL hop in close proximity to the black hole. You'll emerge directly on top of my twin brother's ship and perform the rescue. You'll need to make 2 jumps, one in and one out. I've checked and double-checked the calculations. I'll need your help to make 2 FTL charges that work with a modified FTL hop drive. All right. Feature that I want. Hold on, I'll think about that, and I'm sure I can come up with something. I'll need quite a lot of thallium crystals for FTL charges. Thallium ore can be mined from just about any asteroid belt in the system, but you will need a mining laser to do it and drones to collect the minerals. You'll then need a smelter to process the ore into thallium crystals. I have most of the equipment you'll need here. If you dock with my ship, I can send it over. Cool. They're going to give us stuff. So again, you've got the tutorial-like stuff going on here, right? Let's teach you how to mine. Let's teach you how to smelt. Let's teach you how the kind of the production system works, which is kind of cool. I've gotten a little ahead of that because I'm already setting some of that up, but 2 mining lasers will be nice. Because those, we got a drone bay, which I already have 8. Got another smelter, that's nice. Asteroid belt with some thallium deposits. Point the mining lasers at them. Thallium used drones to collect the mineral. Once you've mined the resource, you'll need to refine it to thallium crystals using a smelter I've provided. Travel to asteroid belt with thallium deposits. Mine thallium ore, 180. Refine thallium crystals, 60. Alright, wow. That is a list of things to do. So, what we need to do is, first off, how many mining lasers do we now have? Because I bought some. Okay, let's see. Tanks, scrubbers, refineries, mining lasers. We have 4. We could... So, mining lasers you can mount pretty much anywhere. You know, any external surface, right? We could forward mount them. We have room. We could forward mount 2 on each side. Although that would be a good place for weaponry. Let's see, where else could we put them? If you put them like facing side to side, you might get yourself into where you can only mine half or half. Oh, we could put them back here. They could share the space with the engines. That might not be too bad. So the collection will take place here in the center. So where the lasers shoot from doesn't really matter. Again, you could put all 4. Like, we could just put them down this side if we wanted to. I like to have broadsides open for weaponry, personally. Well, we've already got our space taken up there. You know what? I'm going to do stuff I've never tried before. So let's do this. Let's put them back here. Because I'm just curious if it's going to work. The nice part is there's no issues with taking stuff apart, putting it back together. You don't lose any durability. You don't, there's no real issues. So, okay, let's see what kind of range they have. Oh, yeah. Actually, being mounted back farther would help, because if they're in the front here, their cone... Yeah, I like that. That works. Okay. Mining lasers are in place. So we need to clean this mess up a little bit. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to turn this back section for right now into just cargo holds. Because we need to get stuff out of the nose of our ship. So, we're just going to say any cargo, any cargo. So anything extra will go back there. That's also any cargo. Equipment. We'll put equipment there and there. And then we're just going to completely dump everything out of the front here for now. Also, yeah, Kyler, we also redid the habitation module. So now it's kind of on the center core here of our ship. Actually, let's jump ourselves to a shipyard. So if we need to make any ship changes, we can. Like, I do think I'm going to fill that little gap in there. Makes the windows look better, I think. We'll do a test here. Yeah, we got funky windows in the front there, right? So if we put this, confirm that. Oh, that looks a lot better. All right, that's another project we need to get working on here eventually. But okay, let's see. Let's dismantle our ladder. We got stored back here. Also F2L charges. So, okay. So we need to map out our FTL system. So we need to take in the things that we need. We need a refinery for the ore, and the refinery makes this stuff. No, chemical lab and a smelter. So the smelter takes the ore, turns it into crystals. Then the chemical lab takes the crystals and puts them in as crystals and the isotopes and makes the FTL charge. So out of the chemical lab, the FTL charges will come. Okay. So how can we place this so that if I pull it out, we can load? Actually, it might work. Alright. If we put the smelter there, 2, 3, then we're going to need a space for the arm. Let's try this. Smelter, or chemical lab, smelter. And then a short robot arm. Do we have any short ones? Short robot arm. To there. And then a arm to arm. Let's see, out of the lab. Actually, yeah, this might actually work. We can robot arm to there. Install a track. To go here, 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 and here. We might end up rebuilding this eventually, but we'll get our prototype up and running here. And then short robot arm to there, and there. And then FTL drive. FTL drive. 1. They haven't torn the other one apart yet. They're still moving all that cargo that I made them move to the back, so that's right. We use that time to logic out our system here. And then I think I'll set my fuel making system up here. Alright, SRFTL drive 1. And we don't need 2 drives necessarily. I do that just to have a backup. And actually putting them side by side, probably not the safest thing in the world. But okay. Let's see. That needs power. That needs power. So we can do a dry-ish run here to see if this is going to work. Alright, let's set this to... Oh, we need to load the smelter as well. What would be the easiest way to do that? Could put it along here along the bottom. Alright, so let's get another short arm. Track. Okay, so chemical lab. If we want to make an FTL charge, we need Tilium crystals and hyperspace isotopes. The isotopes we can pipe in directly, so that works. And then the smelter we will set to Tilium ore, and then we'll set one block of storage here to Tilium ore. Actually, let's just see how much we have. We'll move it over here. Okay, something still doesn't have power. Okay, so this is smelting Tilium ore. So it made crystals and put the crystals up there. Now this is making FTL charges. Oh, we're making mission. Alright, so it put the FTL charge there. So it should queue the FTL charges up on this track. And then when these need it, when we burn a charge, then that arm should grab it and just put it in. This should work. I don't know if we have enough Tilium ore, but... Oh, we ran out of... let's do this. Install a loader. Do I have another loader? No, that's a ladder. Loader. We have to put that back in too. Alright, so let's temporarily just stick a loader up here. We'll pipe that in. And then we'll set storage up here for hyperspace isotopes. And then we'll remove the storage down here of hyperspace isotopes. And all these tanks are now empty. Yep. So we can go ahead and clean all that up. Okay, so we've moved our operation from down there to up here. Load hyperspace isotopes. Somebody put one in there. Probably gonna need some more storage for those. Okay, so for the mission and for this system, we're gonna need Tilium ore. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do here is set up some... Let's do 16. So we'll do 16 scrap metal, 16 precious ore. Eventually I'll build the automation for the drones, but we're not quite there yet. Metallic minerals, copper minerals. Then we'll just see what we have on board here. Okay, so you can see our things are actually starting to queue up here. So as this makes them, now I'm thinking, at least I'm hoping here, as the lab, once this track gets full and this can't unload, then the lab can't take in anymore, which means then it should just sit idle until we need a charge, right? So as we use charges, so right now that should be full, and I'm hoping this says blocked. I think it said blocked there, right? Or it might have loaded one more. It's made 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, they're unloading it. So what I need to do is not give them a place to put those. Are they just putting them in storage? Alright, well, might have to work that a little bit. Or the other thing we could do would just be to shut down the chemical lab, because we're making extras now. Okay, let's go ahead and just stop this. And for right now, because I've got a whole bunch, we are going to allow them to put FTL charges on that square right there. So when that square opens up, then we'll take FTL charges out of that. So they'll store in general storage until that square is open. Alright, we'll start loading our tanks up. Okay, it's primitive but working. Alright, let's see, what do we need to do? We've got the mining lasers installed. We've got our drone bays installed. Travel to asteroid belt, mine Tillium ore, refine Tillium crystals. Alright, so our smelter's still running, right? I think so. I think that might work for us. Well, let's go here. No, we can't go there. Let's go to that one. Okay, so we'll see if this whole system works as soon as we jump here. Alright, we jumped. One of these should get used up. That one got used up. That robot arm didn't seem to do it. Yep, there it did. Grabbed it, auto-loaded it. So these should both auto-load. I might put them side by side so that we could actually shorten that track up quite a bit, so we don't queue as many. And then he brought a new one, put it right on the end of the track there. Okay, it's working pseudo as intended. I don't know if there's a way to make them not unload that. So, all right, we need to find some Tillium ore, copper. Lots of copper here. Alright, what's down here? Precious ore, which you can sell for decent money. Precious ore. Alright, let's check the top. Ooh, what's way out here? Oh, it's just a ship? Nope. Metallic minerals. Tillium ore. There we go. That's what we want. The behemoth is running. Okay, so anyway, what feature in the game do I want or excited for in the future update? So I think I've talked about it last time. One of the things they have talked about is adding like more specific crew. So crews do a certain thing. I think that could be cool. So in this playthrough, right, we're putting everything into a single ship, and I think that's kind of cool. But if you're running multiple ships, right now, the way to... I might not have it anymore because I sold my ship. In the last stream, we had that logistics panel, right? Oh crap, we're running out of fuel. So we had that logistics panel, and we could transfer things between ships. I think it would be cool if, like, we've got all these tanks of fuel storage, right? Where if you're docked, you could transfer things like hook a hose up and suck it through. So you could transfer things from tank to tank, from ship to ship. I think that would be a cool feature. All right, well, we'll keep this relatively short. So we've already gotten enough. So we'll mine this section out, and then we have to go buy some fuel until I get my fuel production up. So I think that would be kind of cool. To make it easier to transfer stuff. I would like to see... I love the automation stuff. More of that kind of thing I think would be really cool. So I'm hoping that gets expanded upon as well. Alright, so yeah, our rear-mounted lasers seem to be working. Alright, so we'll mine this deposit out and then jump out of here and get some fuel. How's that affecting our power grid? Yeah, we're doing okay. It's not draining our batteries, so we're running all 4 of our reactors pretty hard. Hey, quit stealing my ore. There's nothing I can do about it. Yeah, this isn't too bad. Alright, well, while that's mining, let's go ahead and... Okay, we need Metreon gas. Are you leaving? Yeah, ship is leaving. Okay. So install... I think it's a chemical lab. Oh, the doc wants to talk. It's noisy here. Let's zoom out. There we go. Looks like you have enough Tilium crystals. Bring the Tilium crystals back to me to close the contract. Return the Tilium crystals to Dr. Martinez. Okay. Again, we're gonna mine that section out, and then we'll move on. Okay, let's check this. Chemical lab, make fuel. Just refine Metreon. Okay, that should be pretty straightforward. So right now, just to test our system, let's install ourselves a tank. Oh, no, we need a refinery. Where are we going to put our refinery? Actually, the refinery is pretty small, I think. Refinery. Yeah, it is. Okay, well, we're going to wedge our refinery in over here. And then we're going to cable that up. Cable these up. And again, we might end up rebuilding some of this. And for right now, we'll just install a... Actually, we need a lot of gas stored. Where do we want to stick that? Probably in huge tanks up here. Or maybe the tank should go here? Questions. Because this isn't going to work. I'll be crossing my stuff. Let's do this. Let's pull these out. We can install our tanks because we want to be able to store a lot. Yeah, that'll fit in there perfect. So, all right. So let's go ahead and put that there. And so that'll be our incoming gas. so now we need our gas collectors. Put those there. Alright, let's clean our cables out of here. And take that tank out. Okay, so we collect our gas here. And then we will store that. Let's just hook up one tank right now to make sure this works. Okay, so we need a refinery. Cable that up. And we need a chemical lab. Let's try putting that there. Sometimes I install them and then so like here, like I want this to be on this side. So what we'll do here is we'll dismantle this and then we'll just reinstall it if I can find it. No, let's try it this way instead. Cable this one up because we might have to rotate it as well. Okay, so we want this to make refined Metreon gas. I think that will work. We want this to make fuel. Okay, so fuel comes out there, so those line up. I probably should store. Okay, let's do this. Let's uncable, unpipe this one. Pipe this one. Okay, so our Metreon gas will come in there and there. So we've got input for our gas. Then we can have this tank. Okay, so these suck in the gas, stores down in this tank, but this will refine it. Then we've got overflow for here. Then this should make fuel because we have gas coming in, and so we should be able to just put that directly into our storage system because we're running out of fuel. Alright, cable these up. Okay, so I think we established that this one had gas in it. Let's go test this and see if it works. And then we'll go rescue Dr. Boy's twin brother. Okay, let's make sure. Alright, so gas collectors are working. Refinery is refining, I think. Yeah, we've made 30 fuel. We're not getting an overflow there, but we are getting an overflow here. Which is fine, because what we want to do is if we catch enough of this, this can be in storage and this can just keep making fuel. Although I don't know that we're making it faster than we're using it. Okay, let's look at our... It seems to be thickest up here, so... That's going to use up some fuel. Alright, so do we have another chemical lab? We do. The engines are using tons of power right now. We'll be okay. I might need to move the refinery. Yeah, let's move the refinery. Do I have another refinery? I don't think so. Yeah, we've pushed her a little hard. We're about out of fuel, so we're gonna have to be careful here. Might have to just go buy some fuel. We're risking stuff here. Alright, refinery. Let's cable that up. Make refined Metreon gas. Pipes. Okay, so raw gas goes in there. There we go. Let's cable this one up. Pipes, fuel will go over there. That should go there. If I have all my calculations correct. Make fuel. Oh, are we gaining fuel? Nah, we're still losing fuel. Alright, we may need to expand our system here. We might need a second refinery. Which I don't think I have here on me. Which is okay, we can go get one before we run out of fuel here. It's trying hard. Like we're almost at equilibrium here. $46.20. You can see it slowly goes down and then it jumps back up. So this system right now is keeping us idle, making fuel. So it's not quite adequate for what we need. I think we need a second refinery. So you'll notice this tank is not filling up, which means the chemical labs are using as much gas as they can get. But we are collecting tons of gas, and these are pulling power as well, right? So that's also why we're burning fuel. So I think a second refinery into this system, or maybe a third. I don't know off the top of my head. We could probably do the math here, right? 10 refined Metreon, 10 fuel every 2 seconds. So this is using 5 refined Metreon a second. So we're doing 10 a second here. What can this provide? 10. So this can provide 10 every 4 seconds. So we need 2 refineries for every chemical lab, if I'm doing the math right. 10 fuel every 2 seconds. So this is using 10 refined every 2 seconds. This can make 10 every 4. So yeah, so we need 2 refineries for every chemical lab. So this is our bottleneck in our system. We're not refining stuff fast enough. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What we might do is put our refineries like right along here. Also, we have filled up our tank, so let's go ahead and pipe in a second tank. Okay, so 3 more refineries for 2 chemical labs, and I think this will work. So let's go ahead and... I don't think we're going to run out of fuel here. We'll go ahead and fill these tanks, and then we'll make a jump to an area to get some refineries. And the nice part about this is once we jump out of here, like the power that these are drawing right now, Like we're pulling 100 megawatts in logistics. That's the chemical labs, these gas collectors. That's all pulling power right now. Once we jump out of here, we should be okay. And it's not that we're low on power, right? Our batteries are full. It's just using up fuel to run all this. And we haven't even put weapons on this thing yet. This is the challenge of trying to build a self-sufficient ship, but also build it all as one big ship, right? Like, the demands get pretty big. And I don't even know this is where this stuff's going to live its entire time, but that's the fun part for me. Reconfiguring the ship and figuring that kind of stuff out. Alright, we'll fill up our third tank here real quick, and then we will jump out of here. So let's go back here. Oh, this should pull power. Oh, no, it aligned really quick. So, yeah, that wasn't too bad. Okay, so these fill up, I think, at 22,000. I think we burnt 2,000 fuel while doing that, so. Or 22.5? Yeah, 22.5. Okay, so those are full. Let's jump out of here. Now our power. So see, this went down. So we're using less power now. So let's go ahead and see what can we get. We want 3 refineries. I'll pull this apart. Actually, okay, I think I know which way I want to put these in. Let's install refinery. I think this way. Oh, we need power. And then we're going to have to repipe this whole section, but yeah, I think this will work. Okay, so what I'm thinking here is we'll cut that short. Let's set all of these to Metreon gas. And then run this pipe into that. All of these into our system. Alright, so now our refinery should be spinning up to make gas. Okay, so check that out now. So we're right, yeah, I think we've got the balance about right. So as this is processing, this one's filling up, and then when it needs, like if you watch, it'll fill up the tank, right? So there's a little tank. So when it makes fuel, it uses it up and then it needs to refill. And so we're staying pretty close to equilibrium there. So I think our math was pretty close. And now, if everything went correctly, we're at 4440. Yeah, so now we're making fuel faster than we're using it. So all of this, 20, 40, 60,000 units of Metreon gas, I think it's all 1-to-1. Right? This is, no, it's half. So 20 Metreon gas for 10 refined, and then this is 10 refined for 10 fuel. So this is 30,000 units of fuel. We have, basically, we just have to get it refined down. So it looks like the refineries are slowly outrunning the chemical labs, but that's okay. That's why we have the tank. Because even when we run out of this, they'll keep making gas there. Okay, so that's working. This system seems to be intact. Let's go ahead and just so I know what I'm working with here. We'll move our FTL charges up here. I think we did all of our artillery ore. So let's go ahead and artillery crystals we need for this system, so we'll move those here for now, just so I can see what I have. Okay. Return the artillery crystals to Dr. Oh, I think did we use them all up? No, that's shut down. I think they're just stored elsewhere. Yep, okay. They're bringing the crystals over. Alright, I'm going to trust our system here. And we're not going to buy fuel. We're just going to say, I think we'll slowly start gaining fuel. Alright, let's set our jump up. I still think I want to rebuild how this is. I'm not liking it. This isn't too bad. This is just still a little ugly to me. Like, I'm thinking one track coming out maybe in the middle and then pull them both off. I think I can tighten this up a little bit. But all right. I'll send the shuttle to collect the artillery crystals. Thank you, Captain. Sure thing. Excellent work, Captain. I'll begin synthesizing the FTL charges immediately. It will take me a little while. I know the Stargate Project have been in touch, and I know they want their data. I'll get that, but let's remember the priority is safely recovering my brother. Sometimes they take people for granted. I'll contact you when I'm ready to begin the rescue. $300,000, not too bad. So yeah, I'm thinking like if I run let's say a track, it only have to be like too long, and then FTL drive on one side, FTL drive on the other. I think that could be cleaner. Oh well, this one works for now. Okay, so we're making fuel. We've got plenty of FTL capabilities here. Like our isotopes. Every time we jump, we get these isotopes, and then we'll just have to mine for... Well, we don't have to mine for ore. We got plenty of crystals. They can auto, or they can manually load those if we need to. Okay, let's see... Not going to rework this tonight. One of our next projects will probably be to work on our water system and our oxygen system, but they're doing okay for now. This will probably become some kind of a power corridor, so we'll probably move this stuff out of here. We got plenty of expansion space there. Still got a whole arm down here we can build stuff into. Alright, let's go make some money. At least we have to do something to trigger the next stage of the mission. sure. This should still be working, but... Perfect. Alright. Food, oxygen, plenty of water. Fuel is slowly climbing. Alright, let's grab some contracts. What do we have? Rescue. Oh, we're starting to get production contracts. So 15 stacks of oxygen. How much oxygen do we have? I think those are 1,000, so that's 15,000. I can't remember how big an oxygen, or is it 100? Now let's look. Oxygen are, yeah, stacks of 1,000. So we're not going to sell off all of our oxygen. But you could produce it. Production contract. I'm going to guess, since we've been making stuff now, our industry, I think it's industry, is production. So we're up to rank 4 in that. So. Oh, we do need to fix this though, since I cleared all this out. There we go. Already got contacted. So let's make this all mission cargo space. It's time, Captain. I have everything prepared. With your help, I can finally rescue my brother. Alright, well, let's go deliver this stuff first. Because we don't want to haul it around if we don't have to. Alright, turn in that contract. Doing okay there. Alright, so just to force something to happen here, I'm going to take some of that storage away. Because now they'll have to store those in general, but they'll put some of them here. Because that is a... So underneath that piece of track is kind of hard to see. You can see the yellow. That's FTL storage, just one square. And so your people will load stuff in to a square like that on a track. You know, the other thing that I was going to do that I hadn't yet... How many of these do we have? 9. We'll do a little experiment here. Yeah, look how much more power we're pulling now. So our FTL drive was sucking power. So our batteries absorbed it, but we're not meeting our power needs. Let's do another jump. We'll take a look at that real quick. But I think our FTL drives, along with everything else, is pulling more Yeah, 520. So we only have 400 megawatts of capacity, and we're pulling 520 because it's pulling 120 with all of our stuff running right now, chemical labs and refineries and stuff like that. And when the FTL drive kicks in, it just pushes it over the edge. So, all right, we should be at a shipyard here. So let's try something here. We're gonna add some scaffolding just along this edge. And now I think, if I remember right, yep, we can install solar panels. As long as they're on scaffolding, you can't install them in your ship. They have to be on the outside. Six, 7, 8. Oh, then there's a gap of 2. Alright. My need of symmetry kicks in. Actually, if we're at a shipyard, let's fix... There we go, and we should be able to also... get rid of those. So the guys get their little spacesuits, and they come out and install the solar panels. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many do we have left? Okay, we have 11. So we can do the same thing over here. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many can we put back here? 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we need 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 5 more solar panels. We can get 4 here, and then we'll make one more jump. Alright, so let's cable this up. So if we look at our power grid now, like 280 of this is just coming from our reactors, which is also burning fuel. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24. We can get 240 out of our solar panels here, which will mostly take care of what we're running, so... Okay, nope. So I have to make one more change here. Cool, we're still at the shipyard, so... Alright, so our scaffolding has to run... I don't think it adds any mass to the ship, actually. So let's just run it for the whole... So scaffolding, you can actually... Yeah. I mean, it costs money, but... you can run cables and pipes on scaffolding, which is kind of cool. So if you need to essentially bridge a gap, like if we wanted to, we could run a scaffolding from here to here and actually run stuff on it if we needed to. All right. Oh, and just for symmetry. Yeah, so we're pulling 220 now. Alright, so let's install that one. We're going to be one short. Alright, so we'll jump up here. Make sure we don't jump all our crews out there installing solar panels. How's the spacesuit doing? How much oxygen do you have? I don't know if I ever put the pod recharge back in. 79%. He's okay. Let's put the pod recharge back in. Spacesuit pod. The other thing we never put back in was the ladder. We haven't had any need for it, but alright, everybody inside? Everybody good? Now the solar panels I'll probably, as we get bigger, I'll probably take off. Because they take up a lot of space. But for now, for the size of our ship, they're not too bad. Not too bad. There we go. Alright, some supplemental power. So now you'll see our... I think these minimize it to the power reactors. So right now our solar system is providing most of the power that we need now, which means these aren't burning fuel, which means our fuel system now, we should see these numbers going up. Alright, so our tanks are filling with fuel. We've got 1,000 extra there. We've cut that about in half. Alright, we'll rework that later. Alright, let's check these. Cool. Okay, let's go ahead and save. So you'll notice we've played quite a bit here and we haven't had any crashes. So again, stability wise, it does a pretty good job. Is that a fuel loader? I think it is. Yep. We should keep one of those in the system, so we'll leave it there for now. Okay. Let's go rescue your brother. Everything is ready, Captain. I've produced the hyperspace modulators and the FTL fuel is already loaded. You'll be performing the rescue using my ship, using my modified FTL drive that is already installed on board. You can take control of my ship when you are ready to begin the rescue. This has been a long time coming, Captain. I've been working on this rescue for years. Time dilation effects from the black hole mean that only a few hours will have passed for my brother. It will be a surprise to him just how much time has passed when you bring him out. Let's run over the plan one last time. You're going to perform an incredibly short-range hyperspace hop, and you'll emerge directly on top of my brother's ship. Dock with his ship, rescue him, and then get out of there. Hop in, rescue, hop out. Once you take control of my ship, you'll find the location of Marcus' ship programmed into your sector map. You'll be jumping directly toward the black hole. You should expect turbulence. You won't have long. Be as quick as you can and jump out of there when you're done. Good luck, Captain. I'll see you on the other side. Alright. Sounds reasonable. Or not. Alright, so here's his ship. Alright, so I knew that was coming. I was just kind of waiting for it. We'll take a look at his ship real quick, though. I like the engine pods. Okay, so check this out. Gas collector, 2 refineries, chemical lab, making fuel. And then they run their fuel back here to a reactor and a tank. Reactor and a tank. Same thing here. So I kind of like as a setup, right? They've got their gas collection, tank, fuel creation, kind of all built like a one big engine. That's kind of cool. I think mine's a little more efficient for mass production, but for this to feed in, that's actually kind of cool. Let's see anything else. They've got that. That's their air duct, oxygen loaders, suits. What are they making up here? So this is making FTL charges. Yeah, this is pretty self-reliant. It doesn't have mining lasers, so it can't get the... There's my beast. It'd have to buy the crystals or ore. You have to buy crystals. But okay, let's see what the Stargate project has to say. Greetings, Captain. Good luck with the rescue. Remember, the data on board Marcus's ship is extremely valuable to us. You'll need Marcus to transmit the data from his console before you can complete the rescue. Losing that data will set the Stargate project back for years, or back years. Recover the Stargate data. So there's a choice that we're going to have to make eventually based off that, I do believe. Okay, what do we have here? You are here. Alright, do we have control? Yep. Well, it's making all kinds of noises. Got 3 jumps. Hope I don't mess this up. 2 crew. Alright, let's go to slow mode so we can make decisions. We run out of power? Oh, he doesn't have any batteries, so. I was beginning to think you wouldn't be coming. I've been down here for hours. Oh, you've got something in for you. Dock your ship with mine, Captain, and tell me when you're ready for me to come aboard. Please hurry. Alright, where are you? Oh, that's not looking good. What side's my dock on? Okay. How's our power? When the engines spin up here. Not too bad. Okay, so our power's recovering. Oh, this ship's so much more nimbler than mine. That'll be the fun part if we do the playthrough with individual ships. They'll be smaller, faster. Alright, we're docked. Alright, recover Stargate. Stargate, I can send that, Captain, but you'll have to give me a few minutes to access the data and set up the transmission. Okay, so this is where you have to decide. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, no crashes. I'm gonna pop out to get some information. Black hole sun. the Last Starship. So I have played through this mission before. And there are some things to consider. So, if the player rescues Marcus immediately, he remains unharmed, and Dr. Martinez expresses his gratitude along with the regular reward. Dr. Martinez gives a bonus of 6. However, the Stargate Project LLC feels disappointed due to the incomplete data and offers no reward. This outcome also occurs if the player rescues Marcus before transmitting at least 30% of the data. Then we've got partial data, which is if the player transmits more than 29% of the data, Marcus sustains injuries and Martinez is unhappy with the risk taken. He provides a regular reward, but no bonus. The Stargate Project, while preferring for complete data, recognizes the effort and rewards the player $150,000 for 30% of the data, plus $10,000 for each additional 2% for 68% of the data. That's a total of $340,000. If the player transmits 70% or more of the data, Marcus suffers severe radiation injuries and becomes contaminated. Dr. Martinez feels very disappointed and considers the contract unfulfilled, offering no reward. The Stargate Project LLC continues to offer a scaled reward up to a maximum of $500,000 if the player transmits 100% of the data. They are very grateful and eager for the collaboration. So it's one of those that I don't know that it's done a good job of explaining this, and I can't remember if it does. And I don't know that there's like a reputation system. You get the most money by doing 68 to 69% of the data, because you get the most rewards. You get the least amount of money by collecting the data, but the Stargate Project LLC is enthusiastic about future collaboration. Data recovery show how players balance risk reward, satisfaction. Dr. Julian. Players should weigh the trade-offs between data recovery and risk to achieve the best rewards. Since the Black Hole Sun series is currently Alpha 10 or Alpha 11 now, one of the few available story contracts is currently unclear how these choices will impact future gameplay. So this is one of those that, I'm sure there is. I don't think there's a timer on this, but let's come over here and pause so I don't do anything crazy. If Dr. Julian Martinez's starship is destroyed after the mission, no FTL drive will be dropped. Instead, players will find a spacesuit, a few habitation resources, and considerable amount of scrap metal. Additionally, 2 corpses will be floating in the sector. So I guess if you wait here long enough, the ship blows up. I'm not sure on that one. This is where, playing a game that is not complete yet, you don't know how those are going to go. Also, I was trying to find out, I was looking for, and it might be in this conversation, like what happens at different stages. Oh, so it's on Steam. So it's an early access game, and let me check the store page. You have to pay for it. It's not free. Can I see it? Yeah, so right now it's $29.99. It's in Alpha 11. It's been in early access for about a year and a half. February of 2023 is, I think, it went from demo to early access. June, July, August, September, October. Yeah, a little over a year and a half. I've played it through all the alphas. It's been fun to watch them to build. The game is completely different now than it used to be. So it's one of those that I wanted to support them. So I was happy to send money their way. A small indie studio out of the UK. Okay, so for me, choices like this kind of come down to what kind of playthrough are you doing, right? And there's not enough story in the game yet, I don't think, to figure this out. The other change or interesting thing I might make is this mission maybe should come later. Because I haven't even started the Stargate project. If I was halfway through the Stargate project, I might have maybe a link to that. And so weaving it into that. But although that would make it so, you know, some of the tutorialness of this mission wouldn't make any sense. So, okay, so because we're going to play the independent captain. I mean, we spent most of our time hauling people and being nice. So we're going to play this playthrough as a nice person. We're just going to rescue him. So we'll see if the story gives us any kind of... Let's get back into the game here. Actually, let's get rid of that bright white screen because that's just completely... yeah, it's this game, when I go in and out of it, it blinks into that black mode. So we'll see if this gives us any information, but that 29% is our thing. I usually do play the good guy, to be honest. I have my Sith tendencies. And it's funny because my entire background, for those of you who has seen it, like it's Darth Vader, Darth Maul, a lot of Mandalorian and Boba Fett stuff up there, but yeah, I tend to be a good guy. So, okay, so let's see where this conversation takes us and see if the in-game gives us any of that information. Oh, we're paused, so let's unpause. We'll go slow mode here. Yes, right now I don't know that I have enough context to know that it's dangerous. Like right now it would make sense to be like, yeah, sure, get the data as long as you're okay. We'll let it get up to about 20% here. That is true. The bad guys tend to have the cool toys. So yeah, I'm feeling like we haven't gotten a warning like, hey, this could be dangerous to me. All right. I'm rescuing Marcus. Get us out of here. All right. Let's undock. Do I have drones? We have drone bays. I don't think this ship has any drones, so I'm not sure that we can collect any of this stuff. I suppose I might have been able, once I got control of this ship, I might have been able to actually dock to it, put some drones in it, but I might not be able to collect that stuff once we jump back, so. Okay, let's look at, I'm going to pull that website back up here real quick. Yeah, 0 to 29%, no reward. And we don't need the money, so I think that'll work. This is a cool little ship, although it has a power issue. Marcus, thank God. What took you so long? I've been down there for hours. Wait, how long has it been? If he's a scientist, he should know these things. You were so close to the event horizon, the temporal distortion was huge. I've been working for your rescue for a long time, Marcus. How long? You've been down there for 10 years. He seems disturbed. Oh, they're supposed to be twins, but yeah, notice how this guy's got all like gray and balding. I'm glad you're safe. Thank you so much, Captain. I couldn't have succeeded without your help. I'm so grateful you took my call and were here for us when we needed you. Here's your payment and a little bonus. Oh, they didn't re-show Marcus, but he had better hair and darker hair. Now, I do believe we're going to get a call from... There we go. We're really disappointed in your choices, Captain. You've let us down, and you've let the whole Stargate project down with your incredibly narrow thinking. The data you received is so incomplete that it is rendered virtually useless. There will be no further bonus from us. All right, so for that one, the other two missions I think were pretty solid. That one, I just don't think they fleshed out the choices enough. You know, I didn't have enough context to make a good choice. So, okay, so how are we doing on fuel? So, since we've been playing, we've went from 5,000 fuel to 20,000 fuel, just with our system now passively running. Because right now, and especially with the added solar panels, we're barely using fuel. You know, we're sipping fuel right now because the engines aren't running. Let's see if we go full throttle. So that's using fuel. Right, you can see our fuel's going down. And obviously, if we fired up our weapons, that would also draw power, or if we had weapons. So. Okay, let's see. I think, yeah, we're about to wrap up mode. Let's go ahead and we're going to jump over here. We're going to top off our gas tanks here so that when we start up tomorrow, we'll basically have a full set of fuel. Let's take this storage away. Don't think I have FTL charges anywhere else. Actually, let's put any equipment here and here. Yeah, I think they loaded a couple on there. Once we burn through these charges, then we'll hopefully this system we'll be able to use. So. It's a long jump. All right, where's the thickest part of the cloud? It's way over here. So we'll use up some fuel to do this. So also in this cloud, our solar panels are only producing 5 megawatts instead of 10. So because the sun's being blocked out, it's just less. We're not fast, but we're not necessarily slow. Okay, let's see what kind of... So 14, 15, 16 a second. We should top those tanks off pretty quick. I could probably put these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up here. Could also see, what I want to be careful of is actually we got our fuel crossing over here. We could set it up on both sides, but again, I'm trying to be a little more asymmetric. Although things have, I made that symmetry, I made that symmetry, so I'm not doing a good job. All right, so let's look. Are we at the thickest part of the cloud? It's kind of hard to tell because there's multiple like layers. So let's see if going over here gives us a little more. 17, 17.6, 17.7. 17.9. Oh, started going back down. All right, 17.9 is about as high as I saw. Yeah, I mean, a ship seems like it should be relatively symmetrical. Like, literally right now, the only thing that's not symmetrical is I've got this stuff up here. You know, so if I built this system where I put 2 refineries and a chemical lab down here, and then, you know, 4 more of these collectors here, I could basically have a symmetrical ship, put more tanks for storage. But again, we're probably going to make this ship quite a bit bigger because we have a whole industry thing we haven't even started to tackle. And while I've got these 2 rooms back here, I think the next stage is I'll probably do another section, like basically take this section and duplicate it and give us kind of like another wing. So we'll have the core of our ship, and then we'll have all these little subsections that we can build things in. And then depending on the speed that we want, we can do a set of engines in each of these. So I could do 10 more engines in here if I needed to. Okay, what are we at? What are we sucking in at? 17.6. $17.7, $17.8, $17.9 is as high as... Ooh, there's 18. 18.1. Okay, we'll take that. Okay, so here's where we can air quote time dilate, because now we're just sitting here waiting. And so, again, if we look, we're actually making fuel. We're not even burning fuel right now. So we're just going to speed the timer up. Let's go to 40 times. Fill these tanks up. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe we'll duplicate this and rebuild this system. All right, we are capped out. That might be our first project for tomorrow. Is we'll build this system out so that we've got it on both sides, and that way we can... See, the only thing I want to be careful of, because if I want to run, let's say, oxygen and water down the core, I can't have this. Although I guess if I have this on both sides, then I can isolate my fuel to each side. They don't have to share across the center here. That might actually work. So I think next time we will duplicate this. We'll put 4 of these in, move 2 refineries and a chemical lab down, fill this up with tanks. That might actually work. And then I can cut the fuel cross over here, which means horizontally I can run water and oxygen up and down the core. I kind of like that. So what are we going to need? We're going to need at least 4 more of these. Depends on how many of those we want to put in. So let's just go shopping. Okay, we got 4 of those. I think 4 will be enough. I don't think we need 8 on each side. You saw how fast we filled up our tanks, so. And they're basically useless now. Honestly, you can make a case just for putting 4 in the front here, and then some tanks and stuff like that. So we might not use those. We can always just resell them. Okay, so where are we at right now? We have, as far as I know, finished the gold story missions. Now there might be some more that kick in when we start to do other things. So what are our next steps that we'll kick off tomorrow? Again, I think I'm going to clean up this. I need to kind of rebuild this. This whole center section needs to be redone, so we might spend some time upgrading our ship. That's full, that's full, that's getting full, we're full of water. Yeah, we're fine. Like, it works. But I would guess our habitation deck. No, okay, we're still pulling sewage out of that, I think. Yeah, that tank's not full, so. But we do need to rework that. We really need to probably up our power system. So I'm thinking potentially putting battery banks in along these sides. We'll still have to start buying batteries. Do a little shopping here as well. Alright, so we'll grab 4 batteries. And then once we clear this out, then we can actually build our tracks and automation for our drone base. So we need some track and robot arms. And let's see. Yeah, then we'll clean this up a little bit. Because I think most of this up here will probably end up just being used for storage. And then when we start doing industry, then we can start putting our industry back here. So I think power, rebuild our water system, rebuild how our hallways work. Because we'll probably put a wall across there. Then we can use this center section kind of as our drone control. This front section for cargo. We've got our hyperspace here. We've got mining. We've got drones. We'll put in our fuel system creation there. Yeah, I think that's the plan. And then we'll have to start messing around with 2 things. We haven't touched this. So this is the research thing. So you can use this to get blueprints to create your own stuff. So there we can create tanks. Right, my load of tanks and loaders. We can get those. We can make our own robot arms. We can make our own track, so we don't have to buy it. Smelter efficiency goes up, and energy transmitter. We're going to need that eventually for the Stargate. So we got the research thing. That one's pretty limited right now. The next thing is the Stargate. So this will probably be the next thing we start working on, because this is all industry and creation. So, we have to start building Stargate frames and Stargate resin. So if you look, it's created in an assembly table, requires 2 frames, created in a chemical lab. So we'll have to start building out a section of our ship, again, probably here in the back, that will be, and probably here in the back in the center, because we're going to end up engineing up this side. So this might be engine storage, and then we'll extend the ship even farther. Are we at a... Yeah, we're at a... So we've still got some space. It's kind of hard to see, so let's... Also, the ship's a little fat right now. I want to get some length to it. But yeah, we've got plenty of space to build the ship out. Oh, my drones decided to take off, so, and go harvest things. Look at that. Wow, what is that? Tillium ore. So that ship's just sitting there mining it. I wonder... Well, they're still alive. They're wearing spacesuits, which isn't a good sign. Oh no, this ship doesn't have oxygen. So it probably has... I don't see a pod that would recharge. I think this ship is just sitting there mining, but the drones aren't doing anything. This is weird. Hey, that's our old ship. Has anything come of it? No, their oxygen is dropping, and they don't have any way to recharge their ship or their suits there. This is the one we scrapped, so we kind of left it non-functional. So. All right, what are they dragging back? Yeah, I think these ships are just mining this stuff out. Oh, you know what? So while we're wrapping up, we'll just fly over here and collect a bunch of stuff. That way we'll have it. So then again, so like I said, we will start the Stargate project. So that's kind of the next thing. And I've never done this, I think, past stage 2, so it'll be new. More Stargate frames, more resin, ingots, actuators, metals, not a big deal. Building track, building robot arm. And you can just buy that stuff as well. So I think most of the stuff here you could just buy. But we'll actually make it all. Isotopes, yeah, we can do all that. So that you need the research for that. And I think, yeah, I don't know if you have to provide that power or not, but that's the farthest we can go in that. So that'll be the next kind of major project, I think. So, all right, let's harvest some stuff. What are we getting? Is this precious ore? If it is, that stuff's worth some stuff. Yeah, if we refine that stuff sells for a lot. Alright, so let's see. We'll clean this spot out. We'll go clean these spots out. Oh, look at them go. Look at my drones already just... They're way ahead of me. Alright, let's see how fast we can mine this out. Alright. 10 times speed. $30 times speed. 40 times speed. I don't think 40 is any faster than 10 times speed. It's hard to tell. I don't think it updates as often. That might be part of it. Like, I'm trying to look at the rate that the dots are disappearing. I just don't think it's that much faster, so we'll stay at 10. It plays smoother that way anyway. Alright, so while that's going on, let's check our... So we're up to 40,000 fuel now. So the investment here means we never have to buy fuel now. And we do have enough crew that they are keeping up. If you don't have enough crew, when the drones drop off their stuff, if there's something already waiting there, they'll just stay outside. And so they can't drop it off, so they'll just sit there until they can drop it off. But we have enough crew that we're actually keeping up, so... but yeah, we want to automate that as well. And I like this setup. I think we'll be able to automate it so we can put track in and just move everything to the center and then unload it from there. Alright, I kind of like this view though. Yeah, I was going to try to be more asymmetrical with this ship. Like, I was thinking, we'll do gas here, we'll do FTL down here, but when I was building it, it just didn't come together. The extra width up here worked better, so... The other thing I kind of don't like is the X's are armor. That makes your ship heavier. But to clear that out, I think I'd have to delete... Okay, whoa, things slowed down a lot there, so I think we... Oh, no, there's one more good ore pile. Let's go get that one. grabbing stuff along the way. Poof. You can just see them launch. Boink. Boink. They just chew away at the... So somebody else has done all the work for us. They've mined out the... Again, this is all precious ore. So this will be one of the first things we have to clean up tomorrow. A shuttle just came in to that ship. All right. I find this kind of just almost like a progression bar, kind of satisfying, but let's go ahead and get... They're mining it as fast as we can collect it. See, like, I think, didn't we just leave that one? Yeah, I think that's the one we were just at. Yeah, so that one's slowly pulling stuff out. Okay, so let's get away from here and see how long our drones will chase us. There, that should be far enough away. We haven't even done combat either, so we have a whole bunch of stuff that we could be doing. Yeah, we still have 8 drones out there. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and save. So as we wrap up, I want to thank everybody for joining us on this adventure. This was episode 2. I think we've completed all of the gold stories, the tutorial stories. So now it is about maintaining our ship, upgrading our ship. You can see we just collected stuff. So we're going to have to deal with this. So I think first thing next time, we'll make our update here. I think we have everything we need to make this happen. And I think that'll be a cool setup. Like I said, I might just even put this down to only a couple collectors. Maybe 4 in the nose or 2 in the nose. We shall see. Then we will probably need to rework our water and air system, clean that up a little bit. So we'll have fuel delivery, we'll have FTL. If you think about it, the consumables, we've got oxygen and water working. I think we're just going to have to expand it because the ship's starting to get bigger. But again, we're kind of capped out. You know, we have our waters full and our oxygen is almost full. CO2's not building up. You know, we're holding this. The only time this ever drops is if we pick up a bunch of passengers. So we've got that. Let's see, other resources. We got people, oxygen, water. Food is one that I need to spend more time on. So maybe we'll play around with actually getting a food system set up, because there is a whole hydroponic garden system. My memory of it is it doesn't provide a ton of food and it uses a ton of water. So I don't know if it's self-sufficient or not. The acquisition of water, there's only really one way to get water that I know of. The system that we're in right now, there was a comet in it, and it's probably flown out of the system now. I don't know that it comes back. So finding it would probably be pretty difficult. You can mine those, but I don't know of any other way to get water, which means if the food system uses lots of water, you're almost better off just to buy food and not set it up. So we might play around with that a little bit. Okay, so if we look at that, Yeah, oxygen's pretty stable. We haven't had an issue there. And that's really it. We've got the rest of our resources kind of working. Again, if you can make fuel and FTL drives, FTL charges, you don't have a lot of outgoing cost, just upgrades and things like that. So we'll work on that, and then we'll probably either expand the ship another bay here, much like we have this one. And then also we should probably start acquiring engines. How much are engines running these days? Yeah, that's going to get expensive. We're going to blow through a lot of money, but to get, how much is that? 800 grand? Yeah, I'm not going to do that right now. But we might actually go ahead and upgrade our next set of engines. So we have another set of engines as well. So that's kind of the plan. As always, very much appreciate all your support for both the channel and this game. It's been a cool game. If you do like it, it is up on Steam. If you have any questions about it, things I haven't covered either in the stream, or I'm hoping to upload some videos of just how-tos, feel free to drop a thing in the comments. I will answer with as much as I know, at least how it currently runs. So I think that covers it. So I hope to see you guys tomorrow night as we continue our adventure in the Last Starship. Great game. Still in early access. Looking forward to what they do. I haven't seen a date for the next release, Alpha 12, but they have been doing, I think, 3 or 4 a year. So the last one came out, I think, in end of August, something like that. So maybe November or December, we might see another update. We'll see. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. Everybody have a wonderful Tuesday. It is technically Tuesday now. As always, we will leave you with go watch, play, and create something great, and we'll catch you guys all later.